Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilka empath, and I just like doing these little talks and the way I feel about things. And today's hard. I'll have a hard day. I'm trying to rise above it, get past it. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see what happens with this video. I'm growing my hair out, and it's really kind of an ego bruise to me, honestly. I got kitty. Uh-oh, we got a neighbor cat over right there. No, you don't need to go, bitch. Yeah, that's the second one. It's spring, that's for sure. It's spring. Alright, okay, yeah, there's a cat on the fence over here on the other side. This morning, Stanley came out and just checking his perimeter, and there's a cat right there, and Stanley, went after him, but the fence was there, thank goodness. And, kitty, come here, come say hi. He's like, no, I'm not into mute, I want to go hunt. See, not everybody spays and neuters their cats, so he is, because it's healthier for them, man. It's better for your animals to spay and neuter them. That reduces their risk of, for females, mammary, breast cancer, essentially, and stuff like that. And for him, I mean, and it makes them less aggressive, less amorous, less, it curbs it desensitizes them a little bit. Stanley is still very territorial, and was she a pretty lady? You always talk to the prettiest lady in the room too. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go, and if you can't not jump the fence, I'm gonna frickin' yeah. So I didn't do a video yesterday. It was yesterday was a good day. The good days are always bittersweet because there's always the dip. I always gotta mind the dip, and yesterday, Mom had a rough evening. She came in at about 4:30 or so, and she was real upset. And I've been looking at her dog's nail, and we've been trimming them. But when dogs get old and stuff, their nails, they slow down. They don't grow as fast as they do because they don't eat as much and stuff. And Sass is 17. She's older than my dog when he went to heaven, and she doesn't do much. Mom's more worried about the stress of the potential of losing her friend, so she's not and it's manifesting out in the adamacy of trimming her nails and getting her a new harness and a new leash so she can take her for walks. And I'm like, Mom, you can get that. Sass doesn't want to go for walks, she just wants to sleep on your lap, and so so I went out, and so we hung out for the better part of the evening last night, much till 7:38, well after, and I just tell stories, and I was trying to make her laugh and feel better, and she felt better, and it did in fact raise her vibrations. And it, at the end of the evening, I was like, Mom, I gotta go lay down. My back is really, really wore out because of the physical activity I did yesterday or last night. And so I excused myself. And, because you gotta take care of yourself before I can take care of other people. But if I'm freaking depleted, I gotta fill my own cup, Yeah. So, I, excused myself about 7:30 and went and laid down. And before that, I mean, she was like, oh, let me rub your back, and, I really appreciate you, and all this stuff. And she doesn't really say that a whole lot. And then, and I was just like, I'm really glad that we had that evening together, and it was so funny. I came outside. I'll tell you a story about what happened. I came outside. There were so many synchronicities, and the veil is very thin, and things are very peculiar. And there was a couple things that happened yesterday that I was like, I know I'm imaginative and stuff like that, but that even really made me go, that was weird. And one of the things is I came out last evening and let a couple of the dogs out. They wanted out, and I looked up and I was like, oh, hi, Venus, because Venus is right there, in the evening. And I look a little bit, up from it a little ways, and I know where some stars are. I know some stuff, and I was like, oh, is that Uranus? And I came inside to see kitty, to see to get my phone with my app on it that you can look at the night sky, and it labels all, and it's it moves with the sky. It's really cool and shows you the constellations. It's Skywatch or something like that. So I went in the phone and I walked. I was just so excited. I was like, "Mom, I could see Uranus with my naked eye." I stopped and I was like, "Oh," and she's like, "You can see my what?" And so I went out, or I went and got my phone after I tried to explain that to her and stuff. We had a nice laugh, and I came back outside and got my phone app, and I looked up, and that in fact was Uranus. And then I looked at it again, and I came in to get my glasses too, because I was like, if I could see it with my naked eye, I should really be able to see it with my glasses on. So I went and got my glasses, and I came back out, and I was like, nope, I couldn't see it with my glasses on. It was the weirdest thing. And then I couldn't see it with my naked eye anymore. But I know I saw it, and that's the thing, is this is the time, it's like, you gotta know and believe what you see. Believe what you see. Because we're gonna see some stuff this year, and it's just like, life is a trip, man. And people, their psychology, when their egos get freaking bruised and, put in a corner and all that stuff, people do crazy freaking wackadoo things. I've seen it my whole entire life. When you, what's the word? When you, challenge somebody's ego, or try and show an ego the light of spirit, a lot of egos don't like it. That's why freaking the world is the way it is, because the world has to, because the ego's got to be controlled. But what happens is, even the big strongest men freaking get old. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Even the biggest strongest men, they freaking, and people are bullies. People bully people. It doesn't matter. If people have that vibration of bullying them, it doesn't matter. They'll bully whatever they want. Kids, think people smaller than you, It doesn't matter what gender. I've been bullied my whole entire life, but I'm the weird one that fought back, And that is the funniest thing, is that if you just freaking get back in a bully's face, 9 times out of 10, they don't got nothing to back it up, And this whole year is going to be people standing up in their power and saying, no, I'm not going to freaking sign on to I'm not going to buy into what you've been selling no more, And they're going to have to, because I was explaining to Mom yesterday, I'm like, okay, Mom, this is how I'm seeing things today. I'm like, hertz. I was talking to her about hertz and frequencies and stuff like that. And I have a scientific background. And so I was explaining hertz and things like that. And it's like, like when you hear a dog whistle, when a dog, you can't hear it, but the dog can, because it's in a higher frequency. So sounds, and that's all the information is. The sounds put together to form words. That's all data and information is, and it travels through light, just like on computers, just like electricity, just like through us. We're all electricity. That electric pulse that's measured, our heartbeat that's measured, it's electricity, because we're all frequency. And so what's happening is, with the shamanic resonance, speeding up, people are speeding up. When people are speeding up, it's like, yeah, your rapid firing thought process, you got energy, you want to do this, you want to do that. And if you're of a higher vibrational frequency, you're going to be more inclined to share what you know with everyone. And if you're lower vibrational frequency still, you're going to want to freaking profit and freaking be shady and stuff like that, because that's what low vibey people do. And so what's happening is more and more people are raising up. So they're raising in their frequency, right? And then when, like, this is the part that's cool. So, like, when Jesus Christ, is the way I look at it, when he died, took his last breath, went out into the cosmos, right, that his consciousness became all accessible. When anybody passes away, it's like a library, all accessible. All you have to do is be in kind of the same heart space and alignment as the person that passed on, and you can tap in to whatever they know, because information, it's all free. Data is all free, and it does, somebody just figured out how to collect it and put it on the internet, but it's all out there, and it's all free for everyone. And the easiest way to tap into it is through meditate state, and so because more and more people are raising in frequency, is they're coming up into this vibrational frequency that's always existed of Jesus Christ consciousness, where you care about everybody, not just yourself. And I never thought I'd be like this. When I was a little girl, I was happy-go-lucky, things like that and stuff like that, and people picked on me and things like that, but I never thought I was going to be like have an idea of how, you know, that I even used to pretend like I did videos. Yeah, like I did videos, like I was doing like music videos and stuff like that, and then I was doing interviews and cooking shows and stuff like that. And so these are the things that all encompassing make us up and put together our vibrational frequency. So other things like that, because it's always been a part of me, I've always been attracted to other people and things of the same variety, you know. But then as I got older, I stayed interested in like truth and justice and in spirituality and being good to people and not cheating and lying and stealing and frickin', you know, using people for frickin' chasing sensations and all that stuff, you know. And so I've raised in this vibrational frequencies. Every now and again I tapped into the JC consciousness, you know. And now the cool part of it is more people are raising their vibration and they're meeting me there or here on my tube, you know. So I've been watching Preacher just because I don't really like the last season. I thought the first three seasons were clever and interesting and things like that. And there's, you know, synchronicities in there. And the last one is just really dark. And it's just like, you know, and I think about the mentality of the writers that make this. And I know that there's a reason why people do things for everything. And it's just, and there's a lot of symbolism and stuff like that. It's just, you know, I've had so much darkness in my light that it's just like I recognize it for what it is. But I don't hang out there, you know. So anyway, kitty, kitty, kitty. And then this morning, Mom woke up and she was all indignant. And I was like, mind the dip. So, you know, and I expect it. It's like, it's not that I expect it. It's just when it happens, it's like, that's how it's always been. But I always hold out for that hope, you know, because if I can't believe that people can't change, then I'm not going to believe that the change in me is real. So that's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.